Okay, here at Louisiana Beer Reviews, we're going to look at Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Barley Wine. I had one of their beers before. I had bought one at Sydney's, the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, which I thought was very good. But this is a special one. It's a barley wine style ale aged in oak bourbon barrels. It's a 2014 special release, 10% alcohol. Brewed in Lexington, Kentucky by Alltech. Alltech is an agricultural company, a pet food company, really, a pet nutrition company, and they bought an old Kentucky brewery, Lexington Brewery, when they went out of business in 1999. So they used their agricultural expertise to do beer. I don't like the way this label's coming off on the neck, though. It looks kind of yuck. But anyway, minor problem. I bought this in Knoxville, Kentucky. Knoxville, Tennessee, I mean to say. Had Kentucky on the brain. I was heading up north on Interstate 40 or northeast direction, and right at the intersection of US Highway 11 East. I think it's the east, because 11 splits for a while and has two parts, east and west. Well, anyway, right off the interstate, right off the exit, there was this liquor store, and there's a big sign, liquor store. And I said, no, gotta go to the bathroom anyway. So I went to the gas station and then walked over there, and I bought a few beers. One was Dale's Pale Ale, and then this one, and I can't remember the others. Okay, pretty thick, off-white head, and the appearance is rust colored, mostly clear. There's some pretty decent bubble streams. I know this is not exactly the right glass, but I just said, I kind of like this little tasting glass. Let me put this beer in this tasting glass. 10% alcohol. Ooh. That is really strong and oaky. It smells like oak bourbon barrels for sure. And very sweet malts. But I'll say this, it smells really good here. It's getting really warm. We had a little tiny cool front, but now it's back to the humidity and the heat. Wow, the oakiness and the barrel aging is really overriding all the other. You get that bourbon. It's overriding any other flavor. I mean, there's a background of sweet malts. Maybe a tiny hop bitterness on there. Rate Beer and Beer Advocate are saying, they're saying it's okay. Beer Advocate has like 100 ratings, and they say it's okay. Rate Beer had, what, 43 out of 100, and a 7 out of 100 for the style. So people weren't too enthusiastic about this beer. There's no American video reviews. There's one from Canada, which I did not watch. So this is the first American USA video for this beer in the world. Might be the only one since it's such a limited release beer. I figured when I saw it, I said, I hadn't seen this. I've seen some Alltech bourbon barrel beers, Kentucky brewing, Lexington, Kentucky brewing beers. But when I saw this barley wine, I said, that's a little, I think this is going to be a rarity, so I better get it. I'm glad I did. The alcohol doesn't really present itself too strongly because it's cut by that oakiness. I mean, if you like the taste of wood in your beer, then you probably like this. And that kind of, I don't know what you call it, vanilla-like flavor from the bourbon barrels. The body is really not that heavy. It's sort of light-bodied, light to medium, like in between light and medium. There's some little lacing there, you see. Not heavy lacing, but some lacing. The finish is on the dry side, as you can tell. The drinkability is surprisingly good. I thought I was going to have to just sip like little sips with 10%, but I have a feeling I do feel a little alcohol warmth here. I have a feeling that this is the kind of thing that it probably would be a good idea to drink slowly. So I'm not going to gulp it. I am going to piddle with it, sip on it, because I don't want to run into problems. This 12 ounce. Oh, look, I like how sometimes you'll pour the beer on top of the foam. You know, make little balls and it'll roll. It's oily looking thing. There is a date on here. It says, nah, there's a code, but I can't figure that out. 3200 73E1612. That ain't no good for me. Anyway, how would I rate it? There's other better barley wines for sure, like the Old Stock, the Bigfoot, but this is still an A-. I mean, it's at the lower end of excellent, but I wouldn't pass it up. I would not. I would buy it and try it, and you'll probably like it. So, les bon temps roulés. This is an interesting and sort of rare beer, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.